Alright, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Andor, episode 7. What a conclusion to a fantastic arc. That I was wondering at the beginning, like, oh man, it's going to be tough for them to keep this interesting compared to the last one. You know,
it's actually
it's like,
super easy. Barely an inconvenience.
Yes, really. That was fantastic.
Almost everyone ended up dead. Some of them by Cassian's own hand, specifically one.
Some wonderful twists and turns along the way.
Wonderful twists and turns along the way.
But
now the ISB is completely awake, engaged.
All right.
Yep. Shit's going
Time
down.
for overtime, gentlemen. Yeah.
And Luthen, you son of a bitch, you pulled this off. I mean, the team you put together pulled this off. And Cassian literally is the reason why
it worked.
It worked.
Yeah.
It would have completely fallen apart if not for that.
I'm very curious what mechanical things are going to happen as a result of the money, and if we'll get to see that directly, or if that'll take a while. Because it wasn't the whole thing, but they got a lot of dosh.
It was a decent bit. It was a decent bit. But yeah, he's got a ship now.
He does,
and he's going off elsewhere, just out of here.
Yep.
So yeah, y'all. Without further ado, let's get into this. This is where we'll start our focus.
Zero.
Coming, mother.
Yep. The stormtrooper action figures. Oh,
is that what you're wearing?
These actually look like they could be clone trooper ones, though.
They're just in the market for individuals.
It's a brown suit.
It's your interview.
Perhaps you would like to come along.
She probably would.
Holla.
What about it?
It's high. You've had it raised.
I had it tailored.
Everything says something, Cyril. I've tried to make you understand that. You've resisted.
No wonder
he has resisted.
They attacked the garrison. They'll regret it.
And the officials on the scene are still assessing the loss and searching for the conspirators.
The criminals responsible for last night's atrocity on Aldani think they've taken the Empire by surprise. We know better.
High collar.
Yep, high collar, yep.
Be here this morning and know that the only question we need to answer is how tight to close our fists.
Is it actual, mafia or something?
Maybe.
This is why we work so hard when we're at peace. This is why we recruit so carefully and demand so much.
I love this.
A tribute tax equal to 5 times the amount stolen from Aldani will be levied on any sector harboring partisan.
Whoa.
I spoke with Emperor Palpatine last night.
Whoa.
Oh.
And he's assured me
Is this...
that the ISB will be taking the lead going forward.
Okay.
No one in this room should have trouble accessing army or naval resources.
Oh, that too. That's fun.
Any criminal act, with even indirect effect on the Empire, will henceforth be branded a Class 1 offense.
Oh, shit.
We're playing straight into their hands.
Yeah.
Whose hands? The rebels.
Yeah.
This is exactly what they want.
Right.
We're treating what happened at Aldani like a robbery.
Yeah.
What would you call it? An announcement.
Yeah, so we're boosting their announcement.
Yeah.
Mon Mothma.
Oh. Okay.
Without warning?
Wipe the smile off your face.
She knows him so well.
Yeah.
Was this you?
What do you mean?
The garrison.
Weird.
Aldani.
Oh, whoa.
I warned you when we started.
You told me we were building a network.
What were my words?
This is something else entirely.
Turning back will be impossible. You knew where this was going. You've always known.
Here's a weapon. Is this your one of choice?
Has anyone ever made a weapon that was?
Yep.
The network's been built. It's up. It grows or it dies. We've waited long enough.
You realize what you set in motion?
She's keeping her safe from Mon Mothma.
We need them to overreact.
You can't be serious.
The Empire has been choking us so slowly we're starting not to notice.
Oh, that's such a line.
Yeah. I love it.
I'm just saying out loud what you already know.
Yeah.
There will be no rules going forward.
Right.
If you're not willing to risk your conscience, then surrender and be done with it.
God, look at her eyes.
We need every credit we can get our hands on. Let me know how the meeting goes.
And make sure you look composed for your driver.
I hope she's worth it.
Well, we'll see, won't we?
Yeah.
We will.
We will.
I love it.
Can't hide forever.
Holy shit.
Oh, this is so momentous.
Yeah.
This is so powerful because, like, this is how you do a prequel story because we know the consequences of things, but we don't know their story. So.
Exactly. The build up so that everything that we are familiar with feels inevitable.
No small jobs at the Bureau of Standards.
He's all about holding up standards.
Sure your uncle would approve. Fresh start, eh? New beginnings. We just happen to have an immediate opening in fuel purity. I'd hate to see you miss your chance.
Plug him in at a little circle desk, just like all the others.
Give him a cubicle.
Get him consumed by the, Who is this?
Yeah, who's this? Their outfit gives me a certain vibe.
Right.
But surely not in this show.
No, surely. Meeting place for something fun. That's the Andor symbol that they've been showing at the beginning of the show. So it's the early Rebel Alliance symbol.
I need a multi-sector data blend going back 2 years. The survey pool is Imperial naval bases and repair facilities. I want a record of all missing avionics, comm, navigation, and targeting equipment.
Okay.
For which star system?
All star systems.
All of them.
I'll need this report kept confidential, and a copy sent exclusively to my office. Can I rely on you for that level of discretion?
Absolutely. Yes. Can do.
Will do.
Will do.
She is so fun to watch.
She's great fun to watch, yeah. Fantastic fun.
Wait,
all right,
yes,
shit. We're actually following up with
okay.
her. So she got out, so she's still on Aldhani.
Right.
And, of course, yep,
the Shadow of the Star Destroyer.
Now properly here.
Uh-huh.
Where is he? I shouldn't even be here. Neither of us should.
The money's safe.
We know. It's been moved already. You've done exceptional work.
Wait, is this his receptionist?
I think so. Yeah, actually. It's a different look specifically, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. It is her.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't even recognize her.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
We have a loose end. Cassian Andor, who you know as Clem.
Yeah.
You need to find him.
Find him?
We can't have him walking around with Luthen in his head.
Uh-huh.
You mean kill him?
This is what revolution looks like, Val.
Damn.
I mean, yeah.
So the crystal of the I'll be wanting that back, it's the...
Is he back home?
Wait.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh. There we go.
Cassian!
Since when do we lock the door?
Where have you been?
Where have you been? Yeah. I love the lift up, like, can you give bits? Acknowledge.
Someone turned me in.
You don't know?
Know what?
Oh. Yeah.
Tim Cardo turned you in. No point in stewing over it. He's dead now. The corpus killed him when they were coming after you.
How do you know all this?
Not everyone knows it.
Yeah.
Biggs knew about it?
No, she was coming to warn you, and Tim was trying to stop her or to catch her. I don't know. I've heard both, but you can't be here, Cass. Shh. It's all come undone.
We won't have to worry about that.
What are you talking about?
We're getting out of here. We're leaving.
She's not gonna go.
I scored. I've got enough credits to get us anywhere. We're gonna clear out. Leave this mess behind.
When do we go?
Oh.
Tonight?
Yeah, why not? What do we need to take but the three of us? Get out of the cold and damp. Find somewhere warm and easy. I can make it happen. It's all gonna be different now.
He looks so excited.
Yeah, but the fact that he came back here, that's why she's probably gonna die.
No one knows I'm here. We take what we can carry, and we disappear.
It's just such a big idea, you know. I get so tired.
Oh,
no.
The place is bugged?
What am I thinking? It's late. Yeah. You get a rest. I'll check up on Biggs, and we'll pull out first thing in the morning. All right?
But the first thing...
Let's do that.
Shit.
Okay, what?
Yeah, I'm worried that they're like bugged or something. But okay, here's the dinner party with friends and everything. Here we go.
Yeah. It's gonna be a fun topic for conversation for everybody.
How long are you staying?
I'm back to Chandrila tomorrow.
I haven't been home all year.
You haven't missed much.
This is the guy from shoot. I know this actor.
This is Tay Coma, one of my oldest friends.
How do you do?
You've met before. Bank of Coma, you know, Adrena and Marva from back home?
My sisters.
I'm not sure.
It's been a long time and you've certainly grown up.
She's wanting to bring up something different.
Father said I needed to ask you if I may be excused.
Oh. Yeah.
Not part of the challenge.
It's a difficult age.
Ha.
Yeah.
I want to tell you something that only 3 people in the galaxy know about.
Careful.
I've done more than grow weary of the Empire. I'm afraid you'd find my politics a bit strong for your taste.
Nice.
Nope, that's what I was hoping for.
Drink up the tea and keep smiling, as if we're having a happy chat about childhood days.
Yeah.
And irritation, as you so harshly put it.
I've made you angry.
No, you've set me free.
Yeah.
I've learned from Palpatine. I show you
Whoa.
the stone in my hand. You miss the knife at your throat.
Where's this going, Mom?
I love how he's constantly hovering around her.
Yeah.
I know they watch me. And I want that. Because as long as everyone thinks I'm an irritation, there's a good chance they'll miss what I'm really doing. I need help.
Raising money for what?
I'm forming a Chandrilan charitable outreach program.
Mm-hmm.
You're my best shot.
You haven't answered my question.
And I won't.
Yeah.
You're better off not knowing. Or perhaps you find my politics a bit strong for your taste.
He's like, wait, okay, now.
All right.
Reminiscing, are we? School days?
Are we that predictable?
There's a reunion coming up.
Oh, don't remind me.
She pretends not to care, but we...
Yeah.
May I steal her back? There's a few guests that require special handling.
Of course.
To be continued?
Shit.
Uh-huh.
Now the question is, did they already get to him? Or is he legit?
No, I think he's legit.
I think he's legit too, but damn.
I love how that happened in the middle of a whole bunch of other people.
Yeah, just
that you could not afford to
mess up with, yeah.
Yeah. Even in Star Wars, some things stay the same.
Yep.
Hey.
What are you doing here?
Troopers won't catch me. Not here.
They won't have to. He'll be turned in.
By who?
By who?
Anyone, yeah.
Your crazy boyfriend tries to get me killed, and I'm the villain.
You need to get as far away from here as you can.
Yeah, shit.
I will. I am. You won't have to worry about me anymore.
Pac introduced us, but swears he doesn't know either. I come, I call, I wait, sometimes they respond.
He knew all about me. How?
I don't know. And you're right, he did know. He knew that the corporals were on you, but not from me.
Yeah, she's been right by you like this whole time, but
Tell him I held up my end of the deal. And he needs to forget about me.
Cool.
It's everything I owe.
Yep. Nice.
Son, Nurchi Brazo, Demon. 12 should cover it.
Be careful, Cass.
You too.
Is he literally going to go off and pay all his debts? Because he has other people here. He probably should not try to, contact her. Oh, shit. That is That is really inconvenient.
That's bad.
They're just gonna raise their silly flag and fly away.
Yeah. Wow. Wow. Here goes Dad.
That's great.
Yep. What happened with Dad? Yep.
Ready, arm!
I was coming to find you.
Here I am. You haven't done much packing.
She says we can't go.
B?
You want to live under that?
It's happening everywhere.
Well, we'll find a place they haven't ruined yet.
I'm already there. That place is in my head. They can build as many barracks as they like. They'll never find me.
What's left to keep you here?
The rebellion.
Whoa. Oh, shit.
Ferrix has been hiding long enough.
So now you're taking on the Empire.
It's overdue and probably doomed, and I'm too old, and I don't care anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
For 13 years, every time I walk down Rick's Road, I turn off before I get to the square. I take the long way around, so I don't have to think about Clem hanging.
Oh. Shit.
Fuck.
I heard that. I put on my best coat, and I walked across the square with a smile on my face.
Whoa.
Damn.
If there are heroes brave enough to take on a whole Imperial garrison, I'm brave enough to stick it out here.
Whoa. That was his first moment right there.
And then it was just a robbery.
People are standing up.
Yeah, and getting killed for it.
But there's work that will need doing.
Yeah? What is that?
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
You can't beat them, Marva.
Not if I run away. You have a different path.
Yeah. Yeah. This is beautiful.
Yep.
Take all the money you found and go and find some peace.
I won't have peace.
Then what are you gonna do?
Worried about you all the time.
That's just love.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nothing you can do about that.
Yeah.
All right.
You can't stay, and I can't go.
I go, you stay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Follow it.
Can I speak now?
No! Tell me you understand.
I don't.
Oh, this is... I fucking love this.
Stop searching for your sister. It's a fantasy. There were no survivors on Canary.
Damn.
Wow.
Your guidance would be welcome, sir.
Very well, let's have a full audit of all hyperspace lanes leading to Ord Mantell on my desk by this time.
Ord Mantell. Very fun, very fun.
I wish to lodge a charge against a fellow supervisor.
Oh.
You think this forum appropriate?
I do.
Serious charge.
Yeah.
Supervisor Miro, do you mind having your integrity ventilated?
I'd like to know if anyone here believes the rebellion plans its actions around the artificially constructed boundaries of our sectors.
Major Partagaz created those sectors.
As organizing principles, not personal playthings.
Yeah, correct.
By accessing unfiltered sector crime reports, I can now prove a link between the theft of our most secret equipment and its distribution to rebel groups across the galaxy.
Oh, shit.
I believe Supervisor Blevin is aware. I have a documented file ready to go. I believe his accusations here this morning have more to do with self-preservation than any sense of urgency.
Shit!
Oh, damn.
Imagine if everyone in this room played as loose with the rules as you.
Excellent suggestion, Blevin. I'm wondering where we'd be right now if everyone here showed the same endeavor as Supervisor Miro.
Whoa! Whoa!
The moment I'm reassigning the Morlana sector to Supervisor Miro. Ferrix is of great interest to her and has clearly become a distraction for you.
She wins!
Yeah!
Thank you all for the lively session.
Yeah.
This was so fun.
If you'd walk with me a moment.
That was incredible leadership as well. Like,
yes.
Yeah. Damn.
And such a quick way to resolve the issue.
He showed no ego in this whole exchange here. That was incredible.
Yeah.
Well played.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Watch your back.
Yep. Yep.
Just that's it.
That's it.
I love it. I love it. Wait, what do we got? What do we got?
Where are we going is the question.
Feels like we're gonna just see Cassian, like on a beach and just...
Wait, no, this is... Niamos, okay. I don't believe this has ever been gone to in Star Wars. This is a new planet. Oh, he's spending his money.
Yeah. Found a comfy place. Is that his new name?
Mm-hmm.
Or are these just new characters entirely?
Let's see.
The greeny green ones. The greeny red nuts. You liked it too.
Drinking to forget.
Oh, shit. Oh, okay. I thought they were coming after him.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Yeah, just...
Everybody else is able to just sit there,
relaxed,
not worrying about anything, but he can't.
Imperial probe droids.
I love that sort of change in the music from, like, fun times to, like, fun times, but also... Wait, hang on.
Yep, look over your shoulder. Oh, fun!
Droid assistance, please.
Wait, what is it? No, this is Chris.
Hang on to this one for me. I want to check the shelter.
Oh my god, yeah.
No, you misunderstand. No, he meant the watch. No, he means watch.
Shit!
Tell him! Tell him you mean watch!
What the fuck?
Next.
Keith Gurgle. Keith Gurgle.
Damn, just like that.
Name? Hey, Keith Gargo.
Charges.
Civil disruption, anti-imperial speech, fleeing the scene of anti-imperial activity, attempted damage to imperial property.
I'm sorry, there's something wrong.
I wouldn't. You got enough trouble without a resisting judgment charge.
I'm just a tourist.
Oh, apologies all round then. This used to be a 6-month sentence. 6 years.
6 years?
Fuck!
Oh, no, wait! But
Change of guidelines.
Take him away.
I didn't do anything. Hey!
Take it up with the Emperor.
Wow.
Damn.
And they'll never find him because now he's just been thrown into a random Imperial prison.
I wouldn't be surprised if his file ends up procking something because they'll fully process him.
But they might not, you know? It might just be...
Sure.
Yeah. No, we get the symbolism. Yep. And in the episode there. Nice. Yep.
Wow.
Oh, it's everywhere.
Yeah.
You can't escape it.
Nope.
All right.
Wow.
That's another episode that gave us a very strong look at the Empire's hold, tightening
grip,
tightening grip over the galaxy in ways that make the rule of their, dictatorial control even more strict, to the point that Cassian, who was just going about his business, he had a modicum of suspicious activity and was arrested and now thrown in prison for 6 years. I love this because it's the Cassian, there's no place you're going to be able to go.
Right.
It's everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to get thrown into the system. You're going to change with it, or you're going to die. Or the system needs to change or die. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's what everyone basically fell into. And we have our boy Cyril bookending the episode, showing that, he adapted.
Yep.
He basically let them do the not lawful thing and just kind of wipe away
that
what
part
he
of
did
his
and just
record,
go, yeah, we'll just put you in. Yeah, it's fine. No big deal.
Yep.
You'll just become a part of this. It's not belonging, it's fitting in.
Well said. Yeah.
I love it. It's such a great start for the transition into the latter half of this show. Because it's the, you got your break. You get some well-deserved rest.
Yeah.
He was having a good time.
Yep.
He had a girl. They were, just
had a great place.
They were sipping the good stuff, just having a great time. And just one day,
right.
But
I do like that little implication of him drinking in the shower, of the maybe there is that part of him that's like, nope, like this'll help with turning that blind eye, you know? That,
well, I mean, yeah, he was also just grabbing the money from the
totally
spot,
totally.
His
but like,
pack, you know.
But the idea of how we so fully committed to the reluctant protagonist thing, to where now, well and truly, even when everybody is saying like, no, this is, you should be a part of this, he's like, nope, and he actually succeeds in saying no.
Yeah.
But there's consequences to that decision, you know?
Well, it's the idea that he is holding the fear over his head the whole time. And what's so beautiful about this, this episode just ties in so many things so well, is that we have the underlying theme of the episode in fear. Fear causes people to run, to freeze, or to fight. Freezing, in a lot of ways, is kind of like blending in. Just going and being like, I'm not going to put my head up. I'm just going to lower it and go, I am nothing here. Cassian is one that runs away. That's been his thing. That's been his thing from the beginning. And it's so fun that we have that being so repeatedly characterized, given that who we know him to be in Rogue One is a fighter. He is someone that doesn't run away. He is someone that might be, in some ways, done running away.
Right.
He's
but that's
viciously fights back.
Right,
you know?
but that's not who he is now. And it's to the point that that habit is so ingrained in him that it feels ironic that the trooper takes one look at him and he's like, he's a runner. Like,
and he's right.
He's right.
And he's right.
More right than he could imagine.
More right than he could even imagine.
Like, holy shit.
That's just so cool. I love the way in which this episode gave us a lovely look of all the characters. We touched upon everybody. Nobody was left. We even had the Emperor mentioned. Like we touched upon everything. We even in some ways are bringing in like new characters in the way in which we're exploring the old characters. The idea that we're showing people the ways in which they handle the fear by putting on masks. And that's their thing.
To the point that I almost wonder if, different actor, of course, because very different time, but I almost thought I recognized the character that the superior of the ISB agent boss guy was that came in.
So there's a guy in Imperial Command in the original trilogy. Yes, I know who you're thinking of. He's a moth. I keep getting mixed up with Yularen because Yularen is the rebel fleet commander during the Empire Strikes Back.
But his name's similar.
But his name is very similar.
The reason I remember,
he's just a guy that's sitting at the table with Grand Moff Tarkin.
Right.
And he's much older at the time, but this character was very clearly designed to look like him.
And what's funny is
that annoying. Is it Moff Jerjerrod?
No, I don't think it's that. But the way I remember him is because there was this old Star Wars trading battle card game.
Yes, me too. That's how I remember too.
And he had a really cool bit of lore because he's just one of those throwaway side characters that's like an extra on screen with Tarkin.
Right.
But then it said basically that he's supposed to do such and such, but his real job was to basically keep an eye on Tarkin for the Emperor and make sure that he didn't get ambitious, right? Like because
he was ISB,
right. And so the idea that it's like, oh wait,
that's him. That's him.
Nice.
That's so cool.
Like that's so fun.
That's so fun. Yeah. But okay. So overhaul of Imperial penal systems and such for the galaxy as a whole.
Right.
The idea that any slight bit of harboring of partisan elements will lead to effectively a bounty, a fee, 5 times the amount that was stolen from Aldhani. I love the simplicity of it because it feels very much straight out of like Robin Hood and Prince John.
Oh yeah, like, absolutely.
Like, they took my money, well then I'm gonna tax them even more.
Right, exactly.
I will, tax them.
Yeah.
But, then we have Luthen, who his assistant we see going and meeting up with Vel, which she didn't even look like her.
Oh yeah, I didn't recognize her. Like when Vel showed up.
Vel's actually recognizable.
Yeah, and we showed the close up. I'm like, oh okay, that's who it is. But from far away, I thought it was 2 entirely different characters.
Oh, you didn't notice it as Vel?
No. Well, once it's an actual like
close
face shot,
Yeah.
But then it's like that clued me into like, oh, this must be the assistant. Okay, like that was awesome.
And she has she has a completely different persona as well that she puts on when she's in, like, I am meeting with people that don't know as much, and I need to potentially scare them a little bit.
Yep.
I love the way that fear was used this episode. Mon Mothma is terrified of being alone in this whole mess. So she has a childhood, old home planet friend that is now, you know, in the same field of things as far as, you know, potential political influence.
Sure.
Obviously, Mon Mothma is probably far and above that with regards to...
Right, banker versus senator.
Yeah, exactly. But the idea that he's the one person that she could invite to this party that's the, like, hey, please save me from my husband's terrible friends here.
Right.
I need somebody here to, you know,
that I can trust and
make
all
this
that.
palatable. But she doesn't know she can trust him.
Right.
So what she does is she scares him.
Yeah.
She scares him into basically revealing a little bit more as to how much he actually could be someone that she could confide in. And then she doesn't even confide in him totally. All she does is she's like, okay, cool. You don't like the Empire. That's basically all I need. I can use that. I need you to help move money for me.
I'm not going to say why.
He's going to be dead before the show's over. Like, that's the thing. Like, like even if it's a thing of where Mon Mothma will have to, you know, openly abandon her family and go into hiding and become a rebel and all that. The fun part about Mon Mothma is she's one of these characters where she's like Bail Organa, but there's nothing in the story that keeps her safe with regards to her family and everything here. All we know is that she shows up at the beginning of Return of the Jedi with the, hey, I'm, you know, now just Mon Mothma. I'm not, you know,
I'm not
senator.
Princess Leia.
Well,
right?
Well,
like,
right. But because the Senate was dissolved in the beginning of A New Hope, and because we knew she was a senator from, you know, Episode 3, we know that there's a point where Mon Mothma loses all influence, all power, all everything, and yet is still a powerful voice and basically eyes and ears or what have you for the rebellion.
Yep.
By Return of the Jedi.
That's a good point, because Rogue One goes all the way up to, like, directly going into A New Hope. We could see the dissolution of the Senate, right?
Probably not. No. Probably not. No.
Possibly.
I would say that this will
not in this season, since apparently there's going to be a second season.
No, maybe the epilogue of the final season. Yes, but yeah, not anytime soon. But it's just really fun to think about her story having all these stakes because she's connected to so many other people. Which then, Luthen. The Empire's been choking us so slowly, we haven't even noticed it.
Right.
But we needed this. We needed the fear. We needed them to push their hand and overreach and overreact.
Yeah.
People are going to suffer. I know. That's the plan. That's the point.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck.
Like, holy shit.
Oh. Like I love it. It's the crab slowly boiling, you know, to death in the pot of water. But there's so many things that this can be applied to. Like, so many things where we're like, oh yeah, this has been slowly taken away. And people just don't notice because it's being taken away too slowly.
Well, and then even the situation in the ISB office, which, like, there were so many fantastic scenes in this episode. Like, every scene was just, there was so much to it.
Dripping with underlying
character world and, you know.
Yeah, underlying, like, themes and story stuff going on there. Yeah.
Yep. But, like, even the way in which it's like I have a thing that I'm ready to present. And because this guy is in my business, he'll know that. And he'll do this because he wants. Although she might have actually been surprised that he brought that up.
Oh, he's absolutely surprised. I mean, she was absolutely surprised that Blevin brought this up.
So she
thought on the fly.
Yeah, exactly.
And was like, the report's probably not even done, you know, because it's 2 years of data and every star system and all this stuff.
I'm
it's
sure
probably like a percentage of it is done, but you know,
right enough to proof of concept, and then she probably has a lot more stuff that she'll be like, and here's the the full to my satisfaction, here's the data analysis.
I just love the idea that they paralleled her with Cyril as how Cyril is the one with the high collar looking to prove something.
Right.
She's got the same thing going on there. By the end of the episode, she's standing out. And by the end of the episode for him, he's blending in.
Right.
He's putting his head down. he's in some ways no longer resisting.
Sure.
And her act while in the ISB is a form of resistance.
Yes. Right.
And both their characters are being poised to have a great change because of their response to fear and
that's what's
resistance.
so fun. There's a rebellion happening within the Empire that's not even the rebellion, right? Like, she said to the dude's face, right? Like, oh, this was a sector system he designed. Yes, I'm aware of that, and I think, like, she spoke diplomatically, but she effectively said...
It's pointless.
It's pointless. It doesn't work anymore, right?
It's only as useful as we're able to communicate with each other.
Right.
If we start having, pecking over, like, you're touching my corner,
my stuff,
then it's then we're not an effective, unit as far as things go.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, I loved how that whole thing went down, and then at the end of the walk with me, and all he says is,
well played.
Well played. Watch your back.
Yep.
Like, that's it. Like, holy shit. Like, the way in which the gravity of the things that are communicated within this show in general, but also I feel like especially within the ISB office, because this is the same point where we got he's sitting in the ring with everybody else as some other dude talks, and he's like, I spoke with the Emperor, and we're like, Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's where the chain of command ends. Oh, yeah. Okay. Right. All right. We know exactly where we are in the galaxy, going from Cyril, being I'm the security person for this one little area, to then the
manager, to then Blevin, to then our leader guy here, to then the one that came in to basically deal with him, probably the head of ISB as a whole.
Right. And then the Emperor. Holy shit.
Yeah.
And
I just love as well, also, this is another thing, the Emperor being name dropped just casually is just so fun. Mm-hmm. But I also just love it as well because Mothma calls him Palpatine. Everyone else calls him the Emperor.
Ah, nice.
There's this fun familiarity of people being like, the Emperor, the God King, the one that is, above us all and everything like that.
And she's like, Mothma's no, bitch, I knew that fellow when he was,
I remember that motherfucker putting masks on and how adept he was at that.
Oh, yeah, the hindsight is 20/20 for Palpatine must be insane. It's I remember when that schmuck was just a friendly old guy that was the senator of Naboo or whatever.
Or even trying to win elections in Naboo,
Right, exactly.
And we're like, oh, look, a young up-and-coming politician.
Oh, hey, yeah.
Yeah. So, it's all a lie.
Right.
All of it.
Oh, my God.
So
and the idea that she's like, I'm learning from him.
This
is what he did, and it worked great.
It worked wonderfully.
Yeah.
I think that's another thing that I really like here. The idea of masks and the characters here basically putting on masks not just for the sake of the way that they are perceived by the world and the environment at large, but the way in which they perceive the environment and the world at large. The idea that Cassian in some ways is putting on a blinder mask to basically say, I can go to peace. I can go to a place somewhere out there that the Empire doesn't have. And
I'll just put the blast shield down.
Well, right, but his mom basically says, no, you don't need that. I've already got that in here. They can't enter in here. And I think that's probably where my thought about this being a dystopic kind of transition with the music and stuff is the idea that the last human place of freedom in our world really is the mind. And that's where we're probably going to see, I'm predicting in a dystopic way 100 years from now, that's where the advertisements will be.
Well, I mean, and regardless of whether you're talking about a literal aspect, right, for the whole sci-fi angle, just the fact that companies have basically realized now that real estate is not in physical space, it's in attention, right? That's effectively real estate of the mind.
That's the state we're in right now.
Right, yeah, exactly.
And I don't think of it in some, draconian fascist kind of way.
Yeah, or conspiracy theory way. It's just
that's just corporate capitalism
just makes sense,
on
right?
rampancy state. That's just where it is.
Right.
This is not some political thing. That's just true. That's that's
right.
You can hide it, run from it, but ads will still arrive,
Yeah. And so here, having Cassian, he gets away. And guess what?
He gets away for a month or 2 or 3 or whatever it was. Yeah.
And if it had just been 6 months.
Yeah, sure.
Right? That would have been like, oh, fuck, that sucks, dude. But that's not 6 years. 6 months is well, life will go back to normal afterwards. 6 years? No,
your mom could be dead in 6 years.
Maybe that was the last time you saw her.
That might have been the last time you saw her.
Probably was. Realistically, with like how like if we actually do time skip, right? The level at which the rebellion will have escalated in those 6 years is going to be ridiculous.
It's kind of fascinating to think about, but one of the things that Cassian represents is in some ways a stand-in for the audience by him being the perspective main character.
Yeah, absolutely.
But usually when you have perspective main characters that are meant to be a stand-in for the audience, they're less willful. They're more reactive.
Well,
one of the things that I find about him in his limited aspect of reactivity is that he does not want to be radicalized. He does not want to be brought into the...
He knows where that goes.
Right.
It's a good way to get yourself killed.
And technically, in a funny way, we know where that goes for him.
So it makes it even more fun that he's so...
adamantly against it.
Adamantly against it, yeah.
But what I think this might be is just the idea that, in some ways, that's the point of this show. Is that at what point will we, as the viewer, kind of be like, oh, that's enough. Well, I'm done.
And that's why
I'm no longer going to be one that sits on the sidelines of things and actually engage and take things seriously. Even if, yes, your whole thing that you can do is, I don't know.
Well, so
just not giving up and running away.
And this is where
standing up.
I want to bring back the focus to the character that is quickly becoming not my favorite character, but like my sleeper hit character that I knew I was going to love, and I still love him. Even though he has almost no bearing on the plot right now. Cyril.
Yeah.
Because...
well, he's one of the best acting people, I would say, for sure.
Like
he communicates so much with so little. That's talented acting.
Right. And because like when I first saw him, like, you know, okay, we get introduced to him and all that stuff, I'm like, oh, this is the guy that'll make a great Imperial, right? Great.
Right, and he probably will end up becoming an Imperial. I
right, like he's in the system now. But the thing is that because we also have Daedra, we have a way that we could have him not be that, because we then have a different character who actually is that.
Yes.
And the connection point is very clearly made. And then maybe, his character is just the one that continues to keep his head down. Or maybe eventually he also, like Cassian, is
starts rising up.
Well,
to the occasion.
and realizes, no, I can't do this, right?
Yeah.
Because he's the one that's in the cubicle mess. He's the one that actually is looking up and sort of looking around at where he's at. Right. That bit of self-awareness. Even when he's there, he's not keeping his head down.
Right.
You know?
Like Cassian, instead of just walking and being a silent citizen, he's looking around and kind of doing this into a soldier that's suspicious.
Right. If you notice the game, if you notice the hand that's the fist, then that means you're a problem, right? All the other people, they don't acknowledge the fist.
Or even if they do, they're not looking up.
Right. Yeah.
It's a very eerie way in that regard. And that's why I wanted to emphasize the dystopic side of things here. Because we didn't just get the, Cyril plotline, which was very dystopic in a lot of ways. With the way in which he was brought into the not so unfamiliar corporate world to be subsumed by that system, which will be fun to see his own storyline from there. But also then the way in which Cassian, who gets to kind of do the, hey, I'm going to pretend like I won the game of that world that Cyril's jumping into as I'm an imposter here walking amongst all these other wealthy folks. Then it's the, no, you can't hide the facts, Cassian, that you've got the body language. You've got the turn, the look.
Yeah.
You don't belong here. And is that a good thing or a bad thing? Who's to say? All I'll say is that I'm excited for either time skip or Cassian in prison, because both sound amazing.
Oh yeah, like just the fact that we got to touch back with the Vel and the other one from the mission, that's like still on the planet.
Oh yeah.
I forget her name, but that to me was also something of like, oh okay, cool. Now these characters that we get really emotionally attached to, but aren't necessarily plot relevant anymore.
Not yet.
Or not yet. We can still sort of keep in touch with them enough so that if we want to then show the consequences of everything coming back to bite them later, we absolutely can, but it doesn't have to directly influence the plot because they already did their thing, right?
God, we didn't even talk about the Bix and Cassian conversation either.
That one was also incredible, right? Like
the idea that, Yeah, they used to be young little lovers and stuff like that. They'd have their own little times of him sneaking in and
over
stuff.
the wall, yeah.
And her dad just being like, "Bro, this is the last place you should be right now." And then her telling him basically, "Yeah, it's not me. I was right by you. I have always wanted to do right by you." But I just can't have you in my life anymore.
Right. And
you're a problem. You're stirring things up.
And her decision was a good one. Even though Cassian did not make the classic mistake that you would expect a character like him to make, that is that's why you shouldn't trust him. No, at this point, everything that he did there, I'm sorry, dude, you're faultless there. There is a way that you could have avoided that, but what happened to you was unreasonable, right?
Oh yeah.
But you do attract that kind of attention, right? That hunch, even if she believed that you meant everything you said.
Even if you're just trying to... It's so fun. But the idea that he took his adoptive dad's name for the mission, he wasn't told to do that or anything.
Nope.
That was his own choice there.
Yeah.
Because it reminds him of the first time that he stood up and did something.
Right.
So, when the people of Ferrix were throwing, stones at I loved that they were barely even stormtroopers at that point.
Yeah, they were just still clone troopers.
They were modified clone trooper armor, but it was very much still
more clone than stormtrooper.
Right, but again, I'm not saying that they're literally Jango Fett clones necessarily.
No, yeah.
But the idea that Clem, the dad, went over and just tried to stop them, to bring things down, to bring peace.
Right.
And it was immediately proven to be impossible.
Yeah.
It's not possible. He was shot and or strung up and hung and put on display for all to see that it's even if you have good intentions, or even if you're actually trying to help the situation here, if you put your head up, this is what happens.
Right. There's irony to the situation of Cassian getting thrown in jail because of how he is and everything.
Totally.
Right? But also, that's probably happened to many other people.
Well, he remembers also a specific instance where it literally was exactly that.
Right.
I mean, it was
worse. Yeah.
It was even worse, but it was still it was close enough. And then also, all this to say that then Cassian, in his frustration, anger, and pain, took a weapon to the troopers. Now, that might have been what that might have been an imagined thing of what he'd wanted to have done, to resist, to fight back, to be that kind of person. Or maybe he did do that, and it's just that, no, this is a dumb kid, and they probably kicked and beat the shit out of him and threw him in a
juvie or something.
Or whatever. But the idea is that, he survived that. He got lucky.
Right.
Cassian's whole life story, in a lot of ways, is basically your luck comes... in a lot of ways, when you choose to rebel, when you choose to actually go about and do things. But when you half-ass it, you try to pretend like that's not who you are. That's when your unluckiness
when
comes
you say,
about.
Yeah, I killed the guy because he was doing this thing, but I took my cut and just my cut and I leave, right?
Yep.
Even when he goes to Marva, he's like, I got my lucky break. I've been working and trying for this basically for a long time. I finally have it. Let's go.
Yep.
Right? Yeah.
I just love the idea. It's when he sticks to his principles, when he fights back, when he does these things, that's actually when he gets really lucky.
Because he is a fighter.
Because that's who he is.
He does better in the scrap than he does in the meticulous heist or something like that.
Or not the meticulous heist. Anytime he tries to, get away from it.
Right.
Then he gets unlucky. Then things just go wrong.
Yeah.
Fuck.
And because we have the shot pulled up of him as he's walking, and there are the people running past on on the beach and everything. Behind each one of these very colorful characters with all their different outfits and everything on this beach, there's a story of someone who lived a life with their head down since the Empire came along, right? Where they were able to basically have everything go probably more or less well. Struggles here and there and things like that. But at the end of the day, they can sit here as, troopers are chasing, some people
blissfully
right behind
ambivalent.
them. Yeah, exactly. Not unaware, just ambivalent. Yeah. They don't care. They know it doesn't affect them. They've got their place. It's in the same way that
Cyril's mom was saying, pathetic. They'll end up getting what's theirs for the people that robbed Aldani.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yep.
Also, very fun just seeing K2SO showing up. Not actually necessarily K2SO, just by the way.
But just that model of droid.
Showing that model of droid, and in the terrifying way that,
Yeah.
it can be. So, fun stuff here. Also, BMO just constantly being an amazing droid. Just be like, can I speak now? And like, no!
And he still didn't go with them. I was like, oh, hey, this is the way that he can have the droid. But nope. We don't do quirky droid buddies in this show.
Like, we do. But these droids have their inhibitor chips on. They follow their instructions. They don't have their own will or anything. Like, these are droids that are, following things there. So I love the idea of Ferrix coming back into the story as a place of another point of rebellion, because now Dedra has control of Ferrix, which means we can see the ways in which all the stuff that's been introduced from the beginning can get tied back together into some kind of climactic moment, even if it's not necessarily coming anytime soon, before this series is over.
Right. If we wanted to have time of Cassian just being in prison, and maybe he gets busted out or something, who knows, we could spend time with the other characters as they're going about their lives and everything, since now that we know that their stories will continue, however long or short those might be.
Yeah. But y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get on early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about Star Wars, Andor, what have you. And also be sure to check out our Twitch channel. So yeah, if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.